As Christians, we look to the Bible as the ultimate source of wisdom and guidance. One topic that's often discussed is alcohol consumption. What does the Bible say about drinking alcohol? In this video, we'll explore that very subject. Wine is one of the most commonly mentioned alcoholic beverages in the Bible. In fact, it is mentioned over 200 times. It was an important part of Jewish life and culture and was often used in religious ceremonies. For example, Kiddush is recited over a cup of wine on Shabbat. One section of the Kiddush, roughly translated into English, means, "Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine." 4 cups of wine are integral to the Passover Seder. Jesus, being Jewish, would have participated in these traditions. It was also used as a form of currency and as a means of preserving grape juice. In John 2, 1-11, Jesus performs his first miracle by turning water into wine at a wedding in Cana. Wine is mentioned in a positive manner throughout the Bible. For example, wine was a blessing from God for wise and obedient living. In Proverbs 3, 9, and 10, it states that when we honor the Lord with our wealth and with the first fruits of our land, then your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats will be bursting with wine. Repeatedly, wine is listed among the abundant blessings God promises to Israel if they keep his covenant, such as in Deuteronomy 7:13, 11:14, and 33:28. The loss of wine was evidence of God's curse. Moses warned God's people that if they disobeyed the voice of the Lord, many curses would overtake them. They would work in their vineyards but never taste the wine, Deuteronomy 28:39. Foreign nations would rob them of their crops, including their vineyards, verse 51. On several occasions, God dries up the wine of his disobedient people, such as Hosea 9:2, Joel 1:10, and Amos 5:11. Twice God curses the land of Moab, drying up their wine presses, such as in Isaiah 16:10 and Jeremiah 48:33. Wine was an acceptable sacrifice to give to God. Wine and other intoxicating drinks were poured over sacrificial offerings on the altar as drink offerings, such as in Exodus 29:40 and Leviticus 23:13. Even the Levites received wine for themselves from the tithes given by the worshippers, such as in Numbers 18:30. Beer, or as is sometimes translated strong drink, was also a common beverage in biblical times, and different types of beer are mentioned in the Bible. For example, in the book of Isaiah, the prophet warns against those who rise early in the morning to pursue fermented drink. That's Isaiah 5:11. This suggests that beer was a common drink in biblical times. The Bible also mentions the use of alcohol for medicinal purposes. In 1 Timothy 5:23, Paul advises Timothy to use a little wine for the sake of your stomach and your frequent ailments. This suggests that alcohol was used as medicine in biblical times. However, the Bible also warns against the dangers of overindulgence and drunkenness. Proverbs 23:20 and 21 warns against those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Ephesians 5:18 also warns against getting drunk with wine, stating that it leads to debauchery. It is important for Christians to exercise self-control and moderation in all areas of our lives, including consumption of alcohol. This is emphasized throughout the Bible, with many passages warning against overindulgence and drunkenness. For example, Proverbs 21 states that wine is a mocker and a beer is a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. The Bible also recognizes the role of alcohol in social and religious contexts. For example, Psalm 104:14 and 15 describes wine as a gift from God that can make life more enjoyable. In Luke 7:34, Jesus is criticized by the religious leaders for being a friend of tax collectors and sinners and for eating and drinking. This suggests that Jesus enjoyed socializing with others over a meal or a drink. In conclusion, the Bible allows for the consumption of alcohol, but warns against overindulgence and drunkenness. As Christians, we are called to exercise self-control and moderation in all areas of our lives, including our consumption of alcohol. By following the biblical teachings on alcohol consumption, we can honor God with our choices and actions, living in a way that reflects our love and reverence for him. Thank you for watching the video. If you like what you've heard, please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to comment below and let me know if there's any other topics or verses in the Bible that you would like for us to cover.